Well, good day, friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Morning Dew, daily events worldwide. We are on September 14th, 2020. Welcome to another surviving day on the planet. God bless you all, and thank you all for joining me today. Starting out here, always looking at space weather, as we had a CME outgoing, as well plasma filaments erecting here. Looking at 304 angstroms, there was a small active region. Incoming and outgoing images here. I know it's quick, folks, but we got a lot to cover today. Quick images here from Solar Dynamics Observatory, coronal mass ejection, plasma filaments. Oh my! Let's get to the real-time solar wind, as we just had an increase, a small increase at that, just over 400 kilometers per second, but we are steady at about 390 kilometers per second. Looking at an increase in cosmic charge particles, and as well a little flip in the phi angle here, north and south polarities. So that was definitely the incoming coronal hole. Looking here at today's Schumann resonance, as we are at a power of 14, frequency of 7.6. Now, big thoughts and prayers going out to everybody affected by these fires, including most of Canada right now, as the wildfire smokes that started way back last week of August throughout Washington and Seattle and grew into California. All of this smoke has now almost encompassed the world, believe it or not. So the smoke from the initial fires moved across eastern United States earlier in the week and headed into the Atlantic Ocean. We're going to show you where that went. But just look at the massive, disgusting air quality that just kept moving in and moving northward to now Victoria and Vancouver, as they're looking at some of the worst air quality conditions in the world because of these wildfires across the west coast, North America. Thoughts and prayers going out to everybody affected. I know there's been many people's lives lost, and as well thousands of homes. But literally on NASA Worldview, you can watch the wildfire smoke move eastward into the Atlantic Ocean, and then through NASA imagery, believe it or not, it goes all the way to the United Kingdom. All of that faint light gray cloud underneath the white cloud on NASA imagery here is wildfire smoke, and as well volcanic ash. Now, this may have been wildfire smoke from Russia, but just look here across most of the southeastern part of the United Kingdom. They are under most likely an air quality advisory. Massive changes in the Atlantic Ocean, as we've seen many tropical storms form. Pretty strong high pressure ridge that's been hanging around, keeping these storms spinning in the Atlantic Ocean. High pressure ridge, of course, over the fires, North America, but also high pressure ridge that's been hanging around off the coast of Spain and Africa. And now we're looking at 6 tropical storms that are active across the Atlantic Ocean. It should be a very interesting and busy end to the Atlantic hurricane season. Thoughts and prayers going out to everybody affected. We're looking at Tropical Storm Sally affecting southeastern United States right now, and as well Paulette, who quickly gained strength into a Category 2. And then, looking here at most recent volcanic eruptions, Dokono in Indonesia, Suisinajima in Japan, Sabancaya in Peru, Sangay in Ecuador, Popo in Mexico, Ebuko in Russia, Reventador in Ecuador, Semeru in Indonesia, as well Fuego in Guatemala. So that's about 10 volcanoes being updated in the past 48 hours. As well, looking here at landslide in Nepal being reported as well. Many fires, as well thoughts and prayers again, going out to everybody, and please share this video so that everybody is aware. And download this app, Pacific Disaster Center, and you can get all the latest on the wildfire updates and evacuations. Just have a plan and be ready. We are at the tip of the wildfire season. We have not even hit the high point yet. So this is catastrophic, biblical almost. And it's going to seriously damage the air quality across the northern hemisphere. Between these fires, the Shinoshima, and then this huge low pressure system sitting in the middle of the Pacific Ocean who is just ready to bring in some more volcanic ash. Look at the size of this low pressure system. It is literally half, almost 2/3 the size of the northern Pacific. And this is what we've been talking about. Let's get to the 5-day forecast brought to you by Meteor Earth, Meteor Mike. And yes, what I've been talking about is how the low pressure systems are going to get bigger, stronger in the future. And they're starting now. What we see happen in the southern hemisphere happens in the northern hemisphere in the next season. Starting out here, looking at Calgary, cool temperatures moving in and dry conditions as a high pressure ridge moves in from the north. As well, high pressure ridge hanging out off the coastline, spinning a low northward. So it looks like Washington towards Vancouver, you may have some relief from the air quality and the fires, of course. As well, looking at a large low pressure system here, it's going to be affecting eastern Canada. Big Hudson's Bay blizzard here coming for most of northern Ontario and into Quebec, Manitoba. Ooh, early polar vortex. We've been talking about that for a couple weeks now. As well, we're looking here, Tropical Storm Sally, who's going to slowly head into the state of Mississippi. And then, it's going to take about 4 days, but it's going to head eastward, northeastward into the Carolina states. Watch for extreme weather across Florida as very humid air hangs around there. Looking here, Tropical Storm Paulette finally moving northeast. And then watching a quick southeast jog there. Very interesting indeed. 5-day forecast. Just looking at the Atlantic Ocean right now, looks kind of nutty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tropical storms. That's right, friends and family, stay aware and prepared. We're on the verge of some great changes on this planet. Together we are. So stay aware, prepared. Last end of the Atlantic hurricane season, moving eastward here over Europe. Cool temperatures hanging around from that huge low that moved into Finland. High pressure edge moving into the United Kingdom, drying things off, but will warm things up and probably keep that wildfire smoke around. Low pressure system moving into Spain, Portugal, bringing a lot of rain. Watch for extreme weather across Spain as well. Overlooking Africa, not much to talk about. Daily evaporation rains heavier, and watch for extreme weather throughout parts of Nigeria and coastal regions. As well, cool temperatures, South Africa still hanging around. No cyclones to talk about in the Indian Ocean. Hot temperatures across the Indies and the Mediterranean. Watch for a low to develop there. And then a big system here affecting Pakistan and India. Just pushing and squished up against the Mongolian mountain range there. And watch for a possible super typhoon to develop here for parts of Thailand. Up into the South China Sea as well. Lots of rain moving South China Sea and into Japan. Overlooking Australia. Finally, some rain moving in. A low pressure system coming in here from the southwestern regions of Australia, moving into the southeast later in the week. And then watch for a low to develop right over the continent to bring extreme weather, I'm sure. Looking at some pretty vicious winds here and temperature transition. Watch for quite a bit of hail events, I'm sure, across southeastern parts of Australia. Overlooking South America, things are really heating up as well in Bolivia. Fires are starting to erupt across there as well. Heavy rains, coastal regions towards Peru, as tropical moisture still builds and churns, moving westward into the Pacific. And then Paraguay just had a recent event as this low pressure system developed, hit the coastline and brought hurricane force winds. Watch for Argentina to receive quite a bit of snowfall in the next few days as well. 2 low pressure systems there affecting South American tip and the Aleutian Islands. So watch for an uptick in seismicity in this region as well. We'll leave you here looking at the southern hemisphere versus the northern. And just remember, what we see happening in the southern hemisphere will happen in the northern next. So when we have big, low pressure systems and strong, vigorous, dumping meters of snow across Antarctica, we may see the same thing across the northern hemisphere with an early polar vortex. Thanks for watching today. This has been Mike with Morning Dew Daily Events Worldwide. Welcome all of the new family members. Stay aware and prepared. Stay young and have fun. Get your morning dew. Bye-bye. And don't forget to check out dailyeventsworldwide.com, where you can get all the latest news and events and share your photos and videos. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.